This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Welcome back to the SF Files. This is your host, BogusBird, and we are on episode number 15. Today, back in the studio, we have the ever so frustrated,
voluptuous
CrazyKat.
Hello, people.
Today, we're going to jump straight into it. We're going to talk about sequels. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they needed? Talk to me.
Sequels.
So, CK, what is one of your favorite sequels? What's talk to me? A movie?
Oh no, see, you can't. No, you can't do that. Sure. I can narrow down a sequel.
What do you mean?
For me, I have more than one, and I can't narrow it down to my favorite.
Okay. Can't do it.
Because each one of them brings something different to the table.
Okay. All right.
For example, not too long ago, I ended up watching the Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Happened to be on, which is perfect. And that's one of my all-time favorites.
Same here, man. Same here. Loved it.
Yeah, loved it from the beginning. Loved it now, still obviously. But that's one of my all-time favorites. And I ended up watching. There was a second one they were showing last night, part 2. That's still good, man. It's still good. Still watched the whole thing. Still enjoyed it. Yeah. So definitely, that's definitely one of the ones that's still hanging in there.
Absolutely.
Not disappointed when it came to the sequel. Not disappointed.
When it comes to Back to the Future, I love all three of them, dude. Like, maybe for me, like the third one is the weakest one in the entry, but I still enjoy it. I still watch it. I love it. I laugh. I enjoy it. I can watch it all the way through. You know, I'm entertained. But I always, like, for the most part, I have a soft spot for the first movie. Basically, in any trilogy, I'm always a fan of the first one. And I think
they're considered classics mainly.
Yeah. I think I like the first entries because it sets up the story. It sets up the world that we're watching, and for the most part, it's kind of like an origin story. Whether it be like a comic book movie, you see the origin of that character, or in Back to the Future, it establishes the setting, how the Doc created the time machine, and they go back in time, and he fucks everything up. It's just a great story, and for me, it is very difficult for a sequel to come up and match or surpass the original, or it's either going to be as good or better, or it's going to be trash and make you hate the sequel, and you're like, oh, why did they make a sequel? The first one was so good. That's kind of how I view sequels. So, I mean, I'm very wary about sequels sometimes, especially when it comes to like movies that I truly love and enjoy, like Back to the Future.
Yeah. No, I agree with you now. When it's always going to be 50-50 for me when it comes to those. Because, like I said, there's some have been really good, some have been trash. For example, and I hate to say it because a lot of people call this like a cult classic almost, but Mortal Kombat.
Your soul is mine.
Mortal Kombat.
The first one wasn't even that great. The first one was okay. Wasn't great. Right. It was okay. The second one, that was wow. That was just horrible. I'm sorry. I mean, so much wrong with that one. Yeah, I can't even watch the whole thing anymore.
You've watched the whole thing?
I watched it before, yeah. I paid to watch it before.
Oh, ouch.
When it came out in theaters, actually.
But you were excited to go see it, right? Like
thinking it would be, yeah. Because like I said, I enjoyed the first one. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite or the best, but I still enjoyed it. So I thought, okay, well, the second one, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2, the game was good, the second one. So I'm going to give it a shot. But the disappointment is movies made from games haven't been that great.
Yeah. 100%.
Unfortunately, even the recent ones haven't been that great. I don't even remember the tragic Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, no, we don't talk about that movie.
It's illegal now.
Yeah, video game movie adaptations have got a pretty bad rap. They are not good. The only ones that I think have been good recently is the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Those I enjoyed.
Those were, I'll give you that. Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
And sorry, I got to rewind a little bit here, but just going back to Mortal Kombat, the new one that they came out with, I think they kind of salvaged a little bit there. I think.
Okay.
Obviously, the graphics are better. Obviously,
right.
The storyline was a little better. There were certain things I didn't like too much, but that with any movie is like that. But I think they kind of salvaged it a little bit there with that one. I enjoyed it. I watched it more than once.
Okay.
I like how they stuck with more like kind of like the game a little bit more.
Yeah.
Certain things, especially the powers. So yeah, I think Mortal Kombat was salvaged with that.
Yeah.
So when they come up with the next one, I'm always going to go see it.
They definitely did a really good job with that one. I kind of thought it was weird that they made up a brand new character, which was Scorpion's descendant.
Yeah.
He's not a character in the games, so he was like a brand new character, and that's fine. The movie's doing its own thing. That's fine. I don't have an issue with it, but it was kind of like you have a lineup of a bunch of known and popular characters. Why not go with somebody who's known and established? It just kind of felt a little weird to me. but
the thing is, I kind of read about that. The reason they wanted a new character is because they didn't know who to pick to base them to be the main character in the story. Like if they would have picked Sub-Zero, you would have had a backlash. Well, why didn't you pick somebody better like Scorpion or somebody else like that? They were just worried too much about a backlash of not picking a better character.
Okay.
So they added somebody new.
So to not alienate a fan favorite, they just alienated everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what they did, yeah. And they kept some of the people, some of the other characters in the movie.
It is what it is, I guess, but...
I mean, how true that is, I don't know. Like I said, I just read on the internet. You can't trust everything on the internet.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm up for a sequel. If they when that sequel does come out, they tease Johnny Cage at the end. Come on, man. Yeah. I'm
yeah.
I want
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm already there.
Yeah.
I already have my ticket. I'm ready in the seat. I'm ready.
But let me take you back to the future.
What are you looking at, butthead?
Nice.
Yeah. So, I know I went off on a little rant earlier, but you were talking about Back to the Future 2. So, how does that compare for you, compared, I guess, to the original?
Well, like I said, I like them all. Third one's a little more on the goofier side to me, I think. Okay. But it's still good. Like goofy comedy kind of side. All right. So, second and first one were a little bit on that side, too. But comparing the first one to the second one, I do like the first one better.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around for you.
No, I mean, it's kind of hard, though. It's kind of hard to... I'm going to stick with the first one.
Okay.
The reason for that, I'm a big fan of the 50s era. I like 50s music. I like the way the lives were back then.
Yeah.
So I was a fan of the 50s era, so that's why I lean more towards that one. Overall, it was just a good movie.
It is. It's a great movie. It's a great setting. It's a great story. With a sequel, I do enjoy it. And as a kid, of course, hoverboards. Like the way that they predicted the future was very interesting. It was very different, very cool. They kind of had some of that stuff right, by the way. But But aside from that, like it was just a really cool setting to see how life would be, in in that era, it was what, the late 80s, so about 40 years into the future, give or take.
1985, I believe.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a very, very interesting, very cool at that time. You know, it was very bold of the director and the writers to go into that era. And the way that they tied it into the first one, I felt like it was, I don't know, maybe a little lazy. Like, the first one is so good that they have to go back to the events of the first movie. You know, they're like, oh, what do we do with the sequel? I don't know, let's bring it back to the original. Or, you know, at the same time, it was very cool the way they did it, but I don't know, maybe lazy writing. I'm gonna hate myself for that one.
I mean, I don't know if I would go as far as say lazy writing, because they did have to come up with all new stuff. You know, it's pretty much like almost like a new world.
Yeah.
With the futuristic stuff compared to the stuff from back then.
True. Yeah.
They did tie it in together nicely. I'll give you that. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I enjoyed it. I don't know what I have anything really bad to say about it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm digging deep. Trust me, dude. I'm digging deep, trying to find something bad. I really do love the second one. Not as much as the first one. I just really love the first one so damn much, so damn good.
Yeah, and then the way they and that's cool. I love the fact that it picks up like literally right where the first one left off. Yeah. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really cool.
And my favorite line, is like, he goes, "Road where we're going, we don't need roads." I love that. Then he put the little shades down.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what's funny? I actually owned a pair of those glasses.
Really?
Nice. Yeah, they're little cheap plastic ones, but I actually owned some of those. It was great.
Well, how do you feel about the third one, the one in the Wild West?
Like I said, to me, I felt kind of a goofier side of the series. They're going for I think more of a comedic kind of movie. It felt like.
All right.
But something I enjoyed it, not as much as the other two, obviously. But I definitely wouldn't mind watching it again.
Yeah, a lot of people shit on the third one. I think for a weak story, but really, I think the story was almost as good as the first two. Really, I mean, it's, you know, he time travels, he's stuck. There's a problem. The Doc has to fix it. I mean, they do that. It's a formula, you know. It was just maybe the era, or I don't know. I don't know what it was. But there's definitely something about the third one that is like, not quite there, you know? Back to the Future. We love it. It's awesome. Let me jump into another time travel movie, The Terminator.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Are you a fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Huge fan? No, but definitely I would say I'm a fan.
Big fan. Okay. I'm a big fan. Terminator series. Dude. So good. So damn good. Now, maybe this one, I'll have to backtrack a little bit, and I'll go ahead and say that T2 is definitely the better movie. Between T1 and T2, T1 is excellent. It sets up the story, it sets up the time travel rules, it sets up the plot, but T2 takes it to such a different level. You know, it's so fucking good. I love it.
Calm down. Keep it in your pants, man. Keep it in your pants.
I'm trying. It's Arnold sized right now. It's all the veins are just.
All right, we are getting that.
Oh no, man! T2. Holy shit, bro.
No, I agree. That one is one of my favorites. Then I love the bad guy in it. It's just awesome.
T-1000?
The T-1000, man. He's freaking awesome. He don't even say anything at all in the movie, but he's still badass.
Yeah, he's awesome. It was just, oh man, I don't even know how to put it into words, man. Like, you have the Terminator, right? Which in the first one he was the villain, and then they turn it around on you, and then he's the hero in the second one, and then they show the T-1000 shows up, which is a completely different beast, and obviously just way more advanced than your typical T-800, and the way that the T-1000 fucks up Arnold obviously overpowers him just way better, stronger, just so much more advanced.
Yeah.
And then the story, of course, man. And you know what? That's one of the early movies that had a female protagonist. That was fucking badass. Sarah Connor. Kind of set the path. Laid it out for future generations to kind of take over. To show that women can definitely be the main character. Of course, Arnold was there, and he's the main character. He's a star, but Sarah, I mean, she was a fucking badass,
Yeah.
She's a badass. And,
I agree with you.
Yeah, and I mean, there were other movies like that where they have strong women, but, Terminator is just one of the more memorable ones for me.
Yeah, definitely number 2 is definitely good. I haven't seen it in entirety, as in bits and pieces of one that got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the third one or not. The one where it's like a lady Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing some red suit of some kind.
Yeah, that was Terminator 3.
Okay. I haven't seen it myself, but I heard it was horrible. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
Oh yeah, I watched it. Definitely watched it. If I'm not mistaken, Sarah Connor, the actress who played her, did not want to return for T3 because she did not like that script. And I can see why. I can see why. T3 was a huge step back. Like, they kind of did all the right things. They took the Terminator, they made it more advanced, they made it deadly. They bring back Arnold as the hero. It was all lined up for success, but it just... I'm not going to say it was a flop, but it is definitely not good. It is not up to standards to what Terminator 1 and 2 did. It's just... It does... No. It's... No.
Don't do for you, not your bag?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And I don't think it was even where the Terminator was a female. I don't think that was it. It might have been just a story, it's just a weak story. It was just not good.
All right.
Yeah, but Terminator 3, just not good. Definitely not anywhere near my top favorite, though. It's just...
No. All right, cool. I haven't seen that one, so I'll take your word for it.
Did you watch the one after that one? Salvation? That's the one that is placed in the future that shows John Connor pretty much in the future.
Oh, I think I've seen almost all the ones after that one.
Okay, all right. And then he finds out that his dad is a kid in that time period in the future, and then he's kind of captured by the Terminators, and John has to save his dad from getting killed, basically. Yeah, It was an interesting story. That was the one. Christian Bale. Christian Bale was John Connor in that one.
Oh, good for you.
Okay. Yes. Like I said, I don't remember him that much, but I do know that I've seen, I want to say, probably 95% of them.
Okay.
I'm sure I missed a few.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching, I think it was called, the last one I've seen was, I believe it was called Dark Fate, I think, or that.
Okay, that was the most recent one where they brought back Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really curious what you think about this one.
Honestly, don't ask me that one.
Why?
I don't remember it. I'm sorry, I don't remember it at all.
Did you watch it in theaters?
Yes.
And you don't remember it?
I don't. I really don't.
You know what? It was pretty bad. That's probably why you don't remember it. I mean, okay, like, they had some cool stuff. They had some cool ideas, but I hated it. I ain't gonna lie. They retconned everything that they did before that. They took you to the very beginning where the opening scene was the Terminator found John Connor as a kid, and he killed him. And so the future was changed. There was no more John Connor that saves the future. But for some reason, Terminators were still out and about. They still sent somebody back in time, and then they sent another Terminator back in time again to yeah, and it gets really weird. They find a young Sarah Connor, and yeah, it gets stupid. It gets so stupid. And then
I don't remember it then.
Yeah, man, they do this weird thing where the Terminator is now after this chick, and Sarah Connor shows up, and she's like, "All right, you're going to give birth to the hero. It's not John Connor anymore. You're going to give birth to the hero of the future." And at the end of the movie, it's a big reveal that she's not the mother of the savior of the future, like Sarah was. She herself was the hero. You know, she was John's replacement, basically. But man, it felt like such a cop out. I hated it. I hated that they just John Connor. Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, he's dead. He's gone. I just hated it, man. No, I hate it. No, not cool. It was cool to see Sarah Connor back, but no, fuck, no.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good.
Got you covered.
At some point, they're going to have to, I don't know, if they're going to make another sequel, if they're going to reboot, I don't know.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know what I want from that franchise anymore. If a reboot, a continuation, I don't know what I want.
I didn't intend to put down to sleep.
You know what? It might be time. It might be time, just because they fucked the story so much. Multiple times. Just in the ass. Just oh yeah. Oh yeah. A rough ride.
Rough ride.
I don't know, man. What's another one?
Another good one?
Yeah. Let's talk about something good, because Terminator just brought me down. It started off high, and I'm down here now. What's a good sequel that you enjoy?
Let's see.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Excuse me, bro.
Hey guys, have you heard of the Essay Files?
No. What's that?
It's a weekly podcast that discusses entertainment news. They focus on topics surrounding Marvel movies, TV shows, DC movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, anime news, pop culture properties such as Aliens and Predator, and various other geek culture series and movies.
That sounds awesome! I'm a huge fan of all those things.
Me too! I've been listening to it for weeks now, and it's really funny. The hosts are very knowledgeable about their stuff, and they always have a lot of interesting things to say.
So how do I subscribe?
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you can listen to a podcast.
Awesome. I'm going to do it right now.
You won't regret it. Oh my god.
Okay, that one.
Okay. What'd you get?
Curious.
I never heard of that one.
No. Curious on your thoughts on Scream.
Ooh. Okay.
Going horror on you.
Scream. Okay. I do like good slasher flick. You know what? I actually Scream 5, if I'm not mistaken, recently came out just last year.
Yes.
And a sequel to that one is coming out, I believe, this year. And before Scream 5 came out, me and my wife marathoned 1 through 3, actually. We didn't get to 4 before the 5th one, so it's pretty fresh in my head. You know what? I like the first one. You know, it sets up the story. It's good. It's good. You know, it's 90s, very 90s. They brought the slasher flick up to date during that time. And the sequel to that one, part 2, I liked it. It was good. I liked it. That was the one that was it's the movie about the movie, right? If I'm not mistaken, because they were like, oh, the events of the first movie, they turned it into a movie within the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, so they were trying to go, they kind of went meta there for a second. And, it was interesting. I kind of hate movies that do that, though. Like, yeah, there are just a few movies that do that. The events of the last movie carry over, but it didn't really happen. It was a movie. Or, well, in Scream it did happen. But, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. But it was a good slasher for the most part. And then 3 just kind of started going downhill for me. But more recently, the new one, the last one that just came out, I don't know if you've seen it.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, man. I absolutely loved it.
Exactly. I'm going to say the same thing. I really, really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Except for, spoiler alert, but except for Dewey dying.
Oh.
It's an honor.
Oh, man, yeah. But you know what? They gave him such a good death. It's kind of weird to say that.
They killed him great.
He said he had such a great scene. The guy went out like a fucking hero. They made his character just bam. He deserved to go out with a bang, and he definitely went out on a high note. And I just think they did a really, really good job with that movie. Again, with that one, they brought it up to date with the whole smart home in the beginning, in the intro. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. Where he hacked that girl's phone and was opening, the front door, unlocking, and she's locked it, and he unlocked it. I thought that was fucking tight, because my house is like smart home like that, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm changing all my passwords. That movie,
go back to old school logic and everything. Do this here. Here's your key. Man. Here's your key.
It was a really good soft reboot. I thought it was really nice. And then they brought back OG characters like Dewey and I forgot her name right now, but the weather report lady,
Gail Weathers.
There you go, Gail. And quick side note, damn, she looked like shit. she looked like the fucking Crypt Keeper, man.
That's what plastic surgery does to you.
Oh, she did not age well. No. I really thought she was going to be the one that dies in this movie. But no, I went with Dewey.
And didn't I have, for the also about the original, Sydney?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Which I think she did a good job.
Yeah.
I kind of would like to have seen a little bit more of her. Do a little bit more.
I don't know. I think it was more of a pass the torch kind of thing.
Yeah,
sort of-ish.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But she's there. She knows more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I heard
she did
that.
A good job still.
Yeah, I heard she's not coming back for the next one, the new one that's coming out this year, because they try to lowball her on her pay. Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Damn.
Yeah. But the sequel, the new one that is coming, I'm definitely in. I like this last one quite a bit. I'm definitely ready for the next one.
Sweet. Yep, that's another good one.
Mail, motherfucker!
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Oh, I hear it.
What do you?
That sounds like the mail.
Oh, shit.
The mail is here. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it's here, I want to yell mail.
All right, so the mail's here.
Yes, sir.
So this one is from Dang Lin Wang. Dang Lin Wang?
Oh, okay.
Dan Lin Wang.
Dan
Lin Wang. Let's see. So this one says, Dear CK, what do you regret?
The hell? And what? Am I for what?
I guess so. Just in general, is there something that you've ever done that you regret? What do you regret?
A lot, actually.
Just something that pops straight into your head.
I guess on a personal note.
Okay.
Not taking. I regret not preparing myself earlier for life than adults.
And by that you mean what in specifically?
Like not taking responsibility at an earlier stage, not learning things that I should learn or should have learned, and not taking things as serious and I should have been taking it.
Okay.
Slacking off from certain things. I regret going into the world not fully prepared.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
and when I mean unprepared, I mean that's a lot of different things, and we don't have time for all that. But it's a lot of things just that I should have done that I didn't do.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Cool.
So, to you guys out there, you kids out there, prepare yourself. The world is a cruel place.
It is. Can be. Definitely can be.
The world is not all cupcakes and roses.
Should
the
be.
world is a mean place.
It's a bitch.
And it will beat you down to your knees, and it will keep you there if you let it.
On your knees.
And it hits harder than anything you've ever been hit by before.
Very hard,
but
yeah. In the butt.
It's not how hard you get hit. It's more about how hard you can get hit and then keep going, keep getting back up, and keep pushing forward. That's how winners are made.
That's true.
Take the hit, but keep moving forward. Don't sit there and blame other people for your problems.
That's a big one. Yes.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Dangling Wang.
I have one here for you. This is from Ben. First name is Ben, then Dover, and last name is Deeper. So I think it's Ben Dover Deeper. And he would like to say, what gel do you use in your hair?
You know, that's a pretty vanilla question there. I know I told CK, but it just so happened that my wife listened to the last week's episode, and she kind of questioned me on a few things. Like, who was the bitch that I made whoopee with behind the building? She definitely, yeah. So, no, a nice vanilla question. Thank you, Ben. What gel do I use? I actually don't use gel anymore. I used to when I was younger. I used to use I think it was called LA Looks.
Oh, good one.
And I used to get the one that was like extra freeze and extra hard, and I just layer it onto my hair, and it would create like literally like a helmet. Like you would touch my hair and it was like ding ding. It was very stiff, very hard, very strong, very well lubricated. Nice. Yeah, it was some strong shit.
Okay.
Nowadays, though, I use hair wax. I use something called Blue Magic, and I like it. You know, just get a little dab on there and just
Blue Magic. Yeah, I'm a Kleinstone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, do that. Warm it up a little bit. Slap it on my hair. It looks a little more vibrant, a little more lively. It actually moves around a little bit, but it still holds my hair nice and slick, and I like it. It's nice.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. All right. All right, Ben. Hope that helps answer your question.
Yes, sir.
I think you just wanted a recommendation, so that's good.
Awesome. All right. Let me get. What's this over here? Oh, look at that. Here's something. We got one from this. Might be Japanese. It says Master. Master Bates.
Okay.
Might be a like a kendo teacher or something.
I think so. Yeah.
Master Bates asks, "Dear CK, how big is it?" Okay. Master wants to know how big is it.
Oh shoot.
The master here is not very vanilla.
Do you want to know like when it's tucked in or out of the sock?
He didn't specify, but maybe both.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Oh, please click on the link below and subscribe. Become a bro and join the
Brochachos.
Brochachos. Subscribe.
Yeah, do it. You owe it to yourself. You've earned it. You sat through this far. You've earned it. Do it. You want it. You need it. We need it. Come on. Hit that subscribe. Hit that follow. Love you guys.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did. All right, all right, all right.
Let's see here. Okay,
What are you... Oh, wait. What are you doing over there?
I would suggest... I kind of had to eyeball it. But, you're looking at a pretty solid 5 feet. 5 feet.
Did you say 5 feet? God damn. Five feet. Holy shit. All right. Poor Mrs. CK. 5 feet. All right. 5 feet. I hope that satisfies you, Mr. Bates.
That was,
I'm sorry,
that was just, I guess that was a kind of an estimate, just so you know.
Okay. Just an estimate.
Just an estimate.
Okay. All right.
Give or take an inch or two.
But just ballpark. Round it up, right? Round it up.
Why not do that?
All right, cool. Master Bates, thank you. Thank you for your question.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Man.
All right. Ooh, from a lady.
Oh.
I think so. First name is Pat. And last name is Maez. So Pat Ms. Maez she would like to know how much she would have to pay to go on a date with you.
Well, I'm not cheap. I'll start with that, all right? I like to eat, and I like to have fun, and I like to have drinks. Okay, so if you're going to take me out, you're going to pay for everything. You know what? I'll be nice. We'll have a cheap date, okay? We can watch a movie. I can double for work, right? I'll review the movie, and then you can pay for the tickets. What tickets go these days? What, $20? $20, give or take?
Damn, what the hell do you want me to do that?
What? I like to be comfortable. Get the chairs that lean back, and you know.
I think they'll run about $13. Yeah.
13? Okay.
Unless you sneak in, then it's free.
That's true. That's true. But if Pat's going to be paying for my ticket there, she's going to be paying.
She seems wealthy.
I think so. I think she sounds wealthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Movie ticket, $20. Popcorn. God damn it!
Start again.
I think my wife heard me. She's like, "You planning on going on the date, motherfucker?" Let's see. Got the movie. Got the popcorn. Got my drink. So that's like $50 right there, right? Popcorn, yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
$50.
Tickets and popcorn and drinks. You're usually looking at $50. Yeah.
Yeah, $50 right there. Okay. And then let's see. You're gonna take me to dinner. I'm gonna have a medium rare steak and a baked potato. Maybe some veggies on the side. That's probably another $30 right there. And don't forget to tip. Always tip your waitress. You know what? You're going to take us to a nice hotel, 5-star hotel, and that'll set you back maybe like $200. So let's see, $250, $280, give or take, and then of course there's my fee. For essay files, because of course we're gonna talk about you on the here, and that's like promotion for you, right? So yeah. So of course I'm gonna take my cut.
Okay.
So that's gonna run you on the cheap end about $1,000, just $1,000.
Damn.
Hey man, I'm not cheap. I'm a classy.
No kidding. Jeez.
Yes, sir.
All
keep it classy.
Well, Pat, let's get your work cut out for you.
Yeah, just let me know when, Pat, and we'll set something up.
All right. Well, there you go.
So we got one more for you.
Okay.
Okay, all right. This one is from Clee. Last name Torres. Clee Torres.
Oh, God.
Clee wants to know, Dear CrazyKat, how many times do you whack it a week?
Good lordy.
I'm gonna. It doesn't say here.
Just because I got you in trouble, you want to get me in trouble?
It doesn't specify, but it's probably due to the vasectomy episode where you went 20 times in 4 days. Probably want to know the average of what.
That was
now
20 times 4 hours.
Yeah, we just kind of want to know what the average is now. What are you clocking in at?
Clocking in. Our timer goes.
I think that's where Clee is referring to.
Well, let's see. On a work day, I try to sneak 1 or 2 while I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
And
that's great.
At home, I try to do 5, but it's not always happening.
Okay.
So you're looking. I try to average about 5 to 7 a day.
5 to 7. Okay. That's not bad. It's not bad. 5 to 7.
I have a record of 10 once in a day.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Really got the busy that.
Yeah. Not that when I can do that again though.
It wears you out. Yeah. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Just sucks the life energy force out of you. Just.
It drains you. It definitely drains you.
Okay.
In more ways than one. So.
Fantastic. 5 to 7. Okay. Maybe a 10 on occasion.
Yeah. Trying to average 5 to 7.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Lee Torres.
That's a good question. That's a good one.
Nice.
And last one for you.
Oh, one more. Gotcha. Cool. What you got for me?
This one is from Dick. Last name is Erect. He would like to know.
All right.
Did it hurt when it went in?
Did it hurt when it went in?
Mm-hmm. And then so I understand you put a wink at the end.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about there, Dick. And the answer is yes. It hurt very much. I screamed like a little bitch, just kind of. Ooh! It did not feel good. It was very deep.
That was the sound you made right there, the one you just did?
Just like that, just ooh!
Okay,
it was
okay.
Incredibly deep.
So you howled, in other words?
I did. I howled.
Okay. And it was almost scream. That's not like when I howled at me. Yeah.
You're right. It was more of a howl. It was very thick, very long, and it was in there for an extended amount of time.
Oh,
but I took it. I took it like a champ. I took my COVID shot, and it hurt like a bitch. And it was in and out. But yes, it did hurt when it went in, and I hesitated, but it was definitely taken.
Don't really think that he was going for that.
Oh no?
No.
I don't know what else he could have meant. Did it hurt when it went in? I mean,
I looked at the back of it, and I didn't notice it, but it has his phone number, and it says he'd like to meet you for drinks.
Ah, okay. You can go ahead and burn that. I think I might just ban Dick Erect here from the mailbag. Just gonna block him. And we're good. Okay, cool. Done. We're good.
All right. Well, there you go. Let's see your
Perfect. All right.
You got answer your question there?
Yes, sir. All right, cool. Well, I think that's it for mail today. And now, back to our scheduled programming.
All right, and we're back.
Have you had a chance to catch any of the Cobra Kai on Netflix?
Dude, I'm up to date on everything on that one. Not even ready for the next season. I'm so freaking hyped for that, man. You have no idea.
Oh, man.
I am hyped for that.
Cobra Kai. Dude. Excellent follow-up to the third movie. Yeah. You know what? The original 3, I guess, for me, you know, when I was a kid, it was like, oh, karate, awesome. And, you know, they're simple. They're really good story-wise. They're good, really good. The karate in them are shit. They're really bad action scenes.
Wait, but, on Cobra Kai or?
Oh no, the original 3 movies.
Oh, okay.
Like the fighting scenes were really bad. Except for Miyagi, like he was probably the only one who actually knew how to throw a kick.
Come on, Mr. Miyagi, man.
But yeah, when they first announced that they were going to work on Cobra Kai, which is a sequel to the original 3 movies, I was like, oh no, don't touch it. Don't touch the original series, you know. And let me go back a little bit, actually. They did reboot Karate Kid, and it was the one with where Jackie Chan was Mr. Miyagi, and what's his name, Will Smith's kid. He was, you know, the kid who gets trained.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that one?
Oh, that was a reboot.
Right.
I enjoyed it. I like Jackie Chan.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate mail for this, but I found Jaden's character to be really annoying.
Wow. Okay. Did Jaden or his character in the movie?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I can't tell you. A little bit of both mixed in, I guess.
All right. What do you think it is? Like, you don't like the way he acts, or was he wrong for the role?
It sounds cruel. I'm not. I'm trying to make it sound nice, but I can't. But it has probably to do with his voice too.
You just hate the way that he talks, or the way that he sounds.
The way he crunches. I just not feel. I don't know what it is. I can't. I want to like him. I really do.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is. I don't know. And I know he's famous because he's Will's son.
Right.
But still, like, I don't know.
Just not a fan.
But I did realize. But I will say that I did highly enjoy the movie.
Highly enjoyed it. Okay.
Yes. Because after a while, I kind of started blocking it out. And I think it's only it's only the beginning part of the movie where I find it annoying. And that's the only part.
When he was acting like a little shit towards his mom and
yeah, especially that part, yeah.
Okay.
Especially that part.
Maybe that was because you're a dad now, and you're watching him act like such a terrible child. Like fuck that kid. Yeah. I'm gonna go whoop his ass and put him in the corner. But you know what? I'm gonna double down with you. I actually did enjoy that one. I was a little weary because I'm a fan of the first 3 Karate Kid movies, and like you said, I'm also a Jackie Chan fan, and I thought the movie was going to be terrible, but it was actually pretty good. They gave Mr. Miyagi a little extra backstory, and I thought that was nice. It was kind of needed. I felt like it was needed. You know, give him a little more than just I'm the nice old man from across the street. I'll teach you karate. You know, I thought it was good. You know, give him a little more story.
Okay.
Overall, I did like it. But I think for me, the original trilogy is going to be the one that is the Karate Kid for me. You know, like somebody says Karate Kid, I will probably never think first about the Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan.
No.
But the way that they're working on Cobra Kai, though,
I'm very impressed and very happy.
Yes, very, very. I really liked how they actually focused on Johnny in the very beginning. You know, the trashy character, the jock in the first one, he was the badass, and then they focused on him, how his life spiraled into the shitter, and you know, he was basically an alcoholic with no real future. And fucking Danny, car salesman, successful, cocky asshole now, and the way that they're still enemies in there. It was really cool to see that, the way, into the future of these characters, how they grew and their new backstories. Like, it was really cool to see that. Long-term character growth.
Okay. So you're happy with it?
Yeah, I'm very, very, extremely happy with it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Bro! Do you want to help underprivileged bald men whose hair has fallen, one by one? If you subscribe today, a hair will grow back on CK's head.
For every
one click,
for every like, for every follow, you can make a difference on that bald, shiny head. Subscribe now.
Please, if you don't want my brother B to start looking like CK over there, please subscribe. He's heading that way. With every subscribes, you can get a follicle on that balding head of his. Bing.
Do us all a favor. Subscribe.
So happy.
Okay. It's kind of a funny one. Gonna reach in the bag on this one.
Yep.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Ooh. Did that one have a sequel?
Well, an adaptation from show to movie. Does that count?
Oh, okay. You know what? You're right. Yeah. Fuck, dude. I know that as a kid, I really liked the Power Rangers movie. Because I was a little kid. I liked the Power Rangers. What kid didn't? I followed them for a few seasons, and then I started to fall out. Like, it's like, I'm starting to outgrow the Power Rangers. And then that first movie came out. I remember that I got the movie, the VHS tape, for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
VHS. Ooh, yeah. And my brothers, they were super excited. They were still full-on Power Rangers. They popped it into the VCR. VCR kids. They popped it into the VCR, and I fell in love with it fucking all over again. Fucking they're skydiving, and he's using the little surfboard in the sky and shit. And I was like, oh, it's badass. I love it. Sucked me right back in, man.
Yep.
I think for its time, it was definitely nice. It was good. It was a little confusing to see that all of a sudden they had completely different suits. It looked like armor instead of the spandex. There was just zero explanation for any of that. But as a kid, you don't think about that stuff.
I didn't like that. And then when they had to go and find their spirit animal or something like that.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because as soon as they changed his crap, they went major downhill.
Big time.
Like freaking poor that I think it was Adam, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
he went from having a freaking he had a mastodon, and then what was he had after that?
I went into a frog.
Dude, a frog. He went down to a frog.
Yeah.
How that even happen?
Yeah, it was definitely rough.
It's like life really screwed you over.
Although I will say the villain for that one, Ivan Ooze, was kind of different. He was actually somewhat a creepy character. He was there was actually more story to it instead of like Rita is like, oh, I woke up, I want to destroy shit. Ivan Ooze kind of had a story to him. And I don't know if it was just me, or maybe you'll agree or you disagree, but the way that he left ooze behind, to me, it was like, oh, it's kind of creepy the way he fucking did that. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, it just looked, visually, it was like, for a kid, I'm like, oh, fuck that, I don't know. I thought it was a good movie back then. If you rewatch it now, probably not so much.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
My boys went to it for a little bit. They asked to watch every now and then, but it didn't last very long with them.
Did you watch the latest Power Rangers movie, which was more of a reboot?
Let me guess, Disney?
No, it was. I think it was still Saban, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least they were associated with it.
Probably not.
No, they kind of had some good ideas in there, like supposedly Rita Repulsa, she was one of the original Power Rangers, and so was Zordon.
What?
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly how that story went, but Rita backstabbed everyone and wanted to take all the power for herself, and then that's where Zordon sealed her on the moon. And that was kind of the whole backstory for Rita and Zordon, which I thought was kind of nice. They threw something in there, something to show why they're enemies. Well, I thought it was kind of neat. It had some good ideas, but the way the movie went, not a fan. I didn't like it. I think I fell asleep during.
Really?
Yeah, just did not get my attention at all.
I may have dozed off a little bit on when the ceremony, but it's like I don't say ritual either. What is the little thing where they get in that circle? They receive their animal.
What, in the new one? Or are you talking about like the Ivan Ooze movie?
No, I'm referring to Ivan Ooze. My bad. That part I didn't. I actually was kind of like, I was like, okay, can we, speed this up a little bit?
You know what? You're right. That was a
get
pretty
your animal
slow.
and let's go.
Yeah, it was very slow.
She was just like talk about the whole history of the animals, and it's like, dude, just give me the animal and let's go. Freaking Zordon's freaking dying, and she's like telling the freaking story about it. You got poor Zordon about to die.
Like, no, he can wait.
No, he'll be fine. You need to know the story of these dying animals.
Right. Rangers just, I don't know. Time and place, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were just meant to stay in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This one should be interesting for me to get your opinion on it, because I know you are a huge fan, or were a huge fan.
Wait, I know what it is. Yeah, I knew it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Wise man say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
That was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right.
That I was still kind of am a little bit of a fan, I would say.
I agree. I am as well. Yeah. So let's jump into the movies.
Okay.
All right. First one, and then second and third one.
When you say first one, we're going with like all the way back, right? To
OGs.
Okay. Definitely what stands out to me from that movie, being as aimed for kids, it was very dark.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
I felt it was dark for kids, teenagers maybe, but other than that, I felt like it was a little dark for a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
But still good.
Yep, definitely.
I like the outfits they had on, the way they made the turtles look. The story was pretty much the actual storyline that everybody's used to.
Amazing.
I love how they brought Casey Jones into this one.
Yeah.
And he's looks like a Casey Jones.
Absolutely.
April didn't have a huge part in it, but the part that she had I thought was okay.
Yeah.
So I was happy. Overall, I was happy with that one. I definitely like. I don't know what it was, but I love the fight scene at the end with the turtles and Shredder.
On the rooftop.
It was so badass to me. I don't know why. The Shredder, he just looks badass the way he stands there.
Yeah.
He has his helmet on, a suit on, or the outfit on, and he has that, I don't know what it's called, but that sharp thing, jigger, whatever it is. And he's just badass with it, and he was just awesome.
Yeah.
And you see the turtle actually trying to fight with him and everything, and he just taking them all out.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it was awesome.
It was. Shredder was a badass. He
Shredder was a
commanded
badass.
respect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He got my respect on that one.
Big time, yeah.
So it's really good. Here's what I didn't quite like too much.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of cross the old movies with the new ones, the CGI ones.
Yeah, go for it.
Way different Splinter.
Yeah,
in the original, the OG ones, he's old and he needs a walking cane and stuff like that. Yet, in the new ones, he still has the cane, but he's freaking like doing flips off walls and kicking the crap out of people. Like, wait a minute, whoa, what the hell just happened here?
That's a good point.
Because I was used to seeing him again, barely walking and just talking a bunch of wise stuff and meditating all the time.
Yeah.
Over here, he does do that, but at the same time, he's like kicking everybody's ass.
That's true. He had that big fight scene with the Shredder in the reboot one, right? Where he helped the turtles escape.
Yeah,
but he was holding his own against that Shredder.
Yeah, he was.
And then until he got trapped and electrocuted and whatnot. And
yeah, because they were both the storyline. They were both pretty much learned from the same person. They both taught from the same teacher. So
yeah, completely different.
If I remember correctly, it was Hamado Yoshi.
There you go.
Damn, I can't remember that.
Nice. What about the Turtles 2?
Turtles 2 was actually my favorite.
Compared to, what is it?
Yep.
Why would you say it's your favorite?
I like the storyline. It was cool that they focused on the ooze a lot. That was kind of cool because the rest of the brains what it revolved around the ooze.
Yeah.
It kept it interesting, and again they kept the characters pretty much the same, except for April.
Yeah.
They traded April out, but again April didn't have a big part in it either, not that big of a part.
Yeah.
And like I said, there were two different movies because number one was very dark. Number two was more uppity, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
More kid approved.
Very kid approved.
So maybe that's why I ended up liking it more. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. I feel the exact same way. As a kid, I definitely watched part 2 way more than the first one.
Yeah.
But as I grew older, I definitely grew to appreciate the story of the first one. Like you said, it's very dark, and the storytelling is more mature. But the second one is more fun, and it has more comedy, and it kind of brings out the personalities of the turtles. Their fun side,
Yeah, their personality was more close to what it was in the cartoons.
Yes.
Which is probably why I connected more with it because, like I said, I watched all the time their shows.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw something that connects really well, it got me. Yeah,
I agree. And then they brought in the 2 badasses, fucking Toka and Razor. They were just fun to watch. They were fun.
I remember I had I think it was her name? The brown thing. I actually had his toy, and I freaking love that thing. I don't know why. Even though the bad guy, I still took it everywhere. It was awesome, man. I used to have I had to buy so many action figures. I even had a turtle van.
Nice.
It was sweet.
Yeah, it was, and of course, Vanilla Ice in there with that ninja rap.
Yeah. That was just ice on the cake.
Right? Where did the third one go wrong?
A couple different things.
Talk to me.
The one that I really hate the most, they changed the look of the turtles.
100%.
It looks like they have measles. I don't know why they did that. Or chicken pox or something. Yeah, they have some disease going on.
Yeah.
I hated that. I did not like that. And I saw that right away. As soon as I saw a turtle, I was like, nah. No, take him to the vet or something. That's not right.
A vet? Yeah.
That definitely stands out. I didn't like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Storyline, I wasn't a big fan of the storyline either.
Okay.
I do like that they put time travel. I don't know. I like time travel. So I thought that was kind of cool. But the story, I didn't like the storyline very much.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I like time travel movies, but I don't know what it was with the Turtles one. They just, I know why they went to the era they did in feudal Japan, because that's where the roots of the ninja is. But it felt so out of place. There was no Shredder. There was no
Shredder.
Bebop and Rocksteady. There was nothing that linked it to the Turtles. Like it was just like a random toss them into the past and we'll see what happens.
Also, that guy, the Asian guy, who's been in the first two, also like Shredder's like right hand man.
Oh yeah. Katsu.
Bald,
I think that was his name.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, he was in that one, but who the hell was he in that one? He was just like some emperor, or what was he?
Yeah. I mean, obviously he wasn't reprising his character or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the emperor of the time.
Okay.
Just some random guy.
He's in the movie playing a different character, but everybody knows him as somebody else already.
Yeah.
Because every time I saw it, that's all I thought of. I didn't think of an emperor. I thought of Katsu.
Wow. Honestly, dude, I don't think I noticed as a kid. Like that he was the same guy.
Every time I saw him, I remember a ninja vanish, and that's it. That's what I saw every time I looked at him.
I don't know. I just never picked up on it.
All right.
But I don't know, man. Like you said, the suits, they looked more green, and then the black spots stood out more. They looked more shiny. They looked more rubbery.
And some of them, I can't remember who had it. It might have been all of them, but some of the spots even had, they were like different colors, like orange or reddish or something, like one like a little circle around it. Look at some of the dots have like a dark orange or dark red, kind of like a circle around the dot. Just look a little closer next time, and you'll probably see that.
I think I might, but yeah, it was, I don't know, like kind of like you said, a weak story, just bad suits. I didn't like it. And Casey Jones, he was in it as well as Casey, and then when they went to the past, he was the guy who was trying to hit on April. But supposedly, like, he was a descendant, I guess. April starts talking to.
Yeah, it's another guy. It's supposed to be Casey Jones. And
yeah,
he's like a peasant or something. I don't know what the hell he is.
Yeah. But, yeah, the actor, Casey Jones, he's playing a different character in the past. And that's him. Which I didn't know until many years later that he was him.
Yeah. I think he did a good job acting, though.
Yeah, I mean, he did good, but it's not Casey Jones. It's not really.
Yeah, and you see him, you think of Casey Jones.
Yeah. And then Casey Jones himself, the actual character, Casey Jones, is supposed to be the badass like he was in the first movie. And then he was delegated down to babysitting in the third movie. He was babysitting the Japanese warriors, taking them to the club and bars, and, he's the comic relief.
I would admit those were actually funny scenes, though. I would say that.
I mean, they were. Yeah, they were. They were good. They were funny. But, he was a badass character who could fight and, stand on his own. And they just, we're going to take you from the badass down to comic relief. That was Michelangelo's job. And, they kind of, I don't know, put a good character, Casey Jones, in that role. I just kind of wish they gave Casey more to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He was babysitting those guys and kind of watching Splinter at the same time.
But then I fast forward to the reboot where Casey Jones was, I forgot his damn name, Amell. The guy who played
Green Arrow.
The Green Arrow. He was Casey Jones in the remakes, which I liked Arrow. I liked the actor. I liked, him as the Green Arrow. But I didn't like him as Casey Jones. He was too pretty.
Too pretty.
He was too pretty. He didn't look like a badass. He was all smiles, looking like supermodel guy, and then I don't know. He just did not look and feel like Casey Jones to me. I didn't like it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Didn't like it.
On my take on that, he wouldn't have been my first choice to play Casey Jones.
Right.
Definitely wouldn't have been my first choice. He did an okay job. I wouldn't say he's bad, but definitely wouldn't have been my first top 3 choices.
at least give him the long hair. he had the buzz cut. I mean, that was at least make him look like Casey Jones. You know? Go to Party City, get a $10 wig to slap it on. You know? I mean, do something. Come on, man.
At least they give him a mask, right?
He did have the mask, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Kind of like Megan Fox. They gave her a yellow jacket to wear for 10 minutes. It's like, all right, here, you're April O'Neil now.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking.
No, I agree.
That's like casting Shredder and not giving him the helmet with the spikes and all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It just feels wrong.
Yeah, they could have done a little better with that. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Hey, my turn. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Those guys. You know what? I like their characters in a cartoon, right? Because they were they were kind of threats at first, and then they kind of just became comic relief. Like, you're here, okay, we can handle them, no big deal. But in the movie, I felt like they were a threat, at least for the most part of the movie. Like, they seemed powerful, they held their own, they kept getting away. They weren't like losing immediately.
Yeah.
But they were definitely dumbasses. They were two complete idiots. But they were fun. I liked them.
Yeah, the character was good. I was not a big fan of who they casted voices. I don't, especially for Bebop.
For Bebop?
Yeah, I know whose voice that is perfectly. And unfortunately, when I hear it, that's all I see now. And not just that, it got, at least again for me, it got annoying.
Okay.
It got annoying.
The voice got annoying, or the characters?
No, not so much the characters. I just think the voice. Characters didn't bother me too much. I thought it was cool to bring those characters they brought in.
I thought for Rocksteady, it was an interesting choice to bring in Sheamus, the WWE wrestler. But the guy has such a thick Irish accent. It sounded so weird hearing him speak that way. Like, it was a choice. It was a choice. It sounded weird. Whatever.
Again, I'm not a big wrestling fan.
Right.
So to me, it just doesn't sound like some Australian guy.
Yeah, just the thick accent.
So that one didn't bother me, but okay. Bebop did.
All right. What's another
sequel?
What's another sequel that you enjoyed or didn't enjoy? Your choice.
I think we kind of slightly touched base on this one a little bit. Ghostbusters.
Yeah. He slimed me.
That's great.
Ray.
I'm with Bankman. You got slimed.
That's great, Ray. Save some for me.
Ghostbusters. Lay it on me.
Number 1, classic.
Classic.
Number 2, classic.
All right. Questionable. But go on, continue.
Number 2, my favorite.
Number 2 is your favorite?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I said I kind of knew. I said I kind of knew I was getting a reaction from you like that. But
you were expecting that?
I was expecting a reaction from you like that.
All right. Okay.
That's why I said it, and I did. But it is my favorite. Those two is my favorite. One is still good. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
But 2 is my favorite.
Wow. Any particular reason?
No.
Well, okay, but why is it your favorite then? Why does that one stand out to you more than the first one does?
Well, I don't know. I like that. I like the idea they had of the villain.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he could have done a little bit more though with him. I feel like his time out, when he actually came out and he showed some of his power and stuff like that, he could have done. I was hoping to see more of that. Mm-hmm. More like him to destroy something, or put the guy in more kind of trouble or something.
Yeah.
Something more, and that he didn't. Unfortunately, wasn't delivered.
That's true.
I was hoping to see a lot more of that, but again, the graphics weren't much better than the first one, but they were still good for that day and age. What about you? What about you? What do you think about those? I'm just starting with 1 and 2 right now, and then we'll go to the other ones later.
Okay, yeah. So, just like you said, the first one is a classic. It sets up the world. It sets up the rules. It has the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh, yes, of course.
Who does not like that, man? Like, for the end scene, the last battle, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man just shows up out of nowhere, just a giant figure walking down the city like Godzilla.
Yeah,
and it's random. It's hilarious.
That's why it stands out in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at that.
And Slimer. I mean,
Slimer. I forgot about Slimer.
Was such a goofy character.
Well, he's in the second one as well.
The second one, I felt like they downgraded the villain like big time, because kind of like you said, it was kind of cool, a cool concept. This ghost that's trapped within the painting, trying to come back out and destroy some shit. Like, it was cool. It was a cool concept. It was a good idea. Maybe not executed quite up to the potential that it could have been. But the villain in the first one was a god. You go from that ugly ass chick who controlled the dogs. You remember that?
That chick at the end, she was the one that came out of there. Like, she's the one that came to Earth.
Right. And she was a god. Yeah, so, I mean, you go from... In the first movie, you go from a god to fighting a painting. It's just, to me, it's like, you kind of went backwards there. Maybe you should have started with the low-tier guy and then work your way up to the god. So maybe... they kind of set themselves up there a little bit. Yeah. But it was a cool concept for the painting, the villain, but the way it was executed, not the strongest.
Yeah. I agree.
It was kind of neat, though, that they had the Statue of Liberty. They made it walk using all the...
That was pretty impressive, actually.
Ghost goop. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah. Not my favorite.
After that came, Smattering of Others, which couldn't quite hold up to original.
Which one?
The ones that followed.
Ones that followed.
After the second one, it came like a smattering of others that couldn't quite hold their own against the original.
Yeah, that's true. They had the Lady Ghostbusters, like I mentioned earlier,
which was okay.
It was, it wasn't that bad. I remember when it first came out, it just shit. Yeah. Everybody just shit on it.
Yep.
And when I watched it, I didn't watch it in theaters because I heard of the horrible reviews, right? But when I finally watched it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. And I know that you're not going to say it, so I'm going to say it. Uh-oh. And I'll take some hate mail. I'll take some. Yeah, sure. So I feel like when they did Lady Ghostbusters, that they were trying to push the whole, for the time that it was made, let's go women, feminism, yay, let's make, it, which I have no problem with females being main characters, but they were pushing it hard, they were shoving it down our throats with that, and to make their point, they brought on Chris Hemsworth to play the receptionist guy, which I thought was kind of funny at first. Like, okay, 4 Ghostbusters that are women, and then have the guy be the receptionist. Kind of flip roles, from the original. I thought it was kind of funny, but they kind of made him just this complete bumbling idiot. This just to make their point. Women, heroes, guy, dumbass. Just to make their point. It was so weird.
That's why for me, like toward the end of it, spoiler alert, when he turned out to be possessed or something by one of them,
yeah,
he's not so stupid anymore. He's like confident, like a badass. I was happy for some reason. I wanted to see that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else I can say about that. It was just.
I will say one good thing though, and the scenes where I can't remember if it's in the middle or wherever it is, but that one chick starts using her weapons that she created.
Okay, yeah.
I thought that scene was badass. I did. Where they just start going off. Mm-hmm. Everybody had these badass weapons they're using.
Yeah.
I thought that scene was awesome.
You know what? You're right. They got very creative with the ghost hunting weapons, like the explosives, the different type of guns that they had, different weapons. That was pretty cool. You're absolutely right.
That's one of my favorite scenes in that movie. I remember.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna bring it back down. I felt like the ghosts were way too fake looking. They looked. I mean, of course, they're ghosts, right? Like, but they looked incredibly CG. Like they didn't look kind of like in the first two movies. They look more spooky. They look kind of like see through. They look kind of, like a ghost movie. And in this one, they look cartoony. Like it just looked like a cartoon.
Yeah,
and,
I agree. That's true.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But then they came out with Afterlife, the one with the kids. Did you happen to see that one?
Yes.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh man. Let me start with the positive.
Okay.
I love they brought the OGs.
Yes.
Now. Definitely love that. It was cool how that kind of tied into certain characters from the first one. Like again, the weapons were awesome. They were used. It was enjoyable. It had a little slow starting. A little slow getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a big fan of the character I depicted, the main boy character.
Okay. The Stranger Things kid.
Nothing was bad. It's just again not a choice I would have picked. But still, he did good.
All right.
And every time I say stuff like that, it's not that I think that it's bad. It's just not the direction I would have gone in. But not saying it's bad. It's just not in the direction that I would have gone in.
Okay.
But overall, the movie to me was enjoyable. I thought it was really cool. I would like to see Paul Rudd had a more important part in it.
Yeah.
A bigger part because I thought he was funny. I really liked him in the movie. So a bigger part would have been cool for him. Like him have more importance in the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there were times where it would have been fine without him there. It wouldn't have made a difference. But he was pretty funny, so I think more of him would have been cool. And I like how they threw a couple of things in there, like the marshmallow guy. They threw him in there, kind of reverting back to the original again.
Yeah.
So that was fun. The creatures, again, they weren't transparent. Very transparent, the other ones. But again, they also brought a character from the original also, which I thought was really cool. I remember that, like a bull, or what the hell it is, with red eyes.
Oh, the dog thing?
The dog thing, yeah. See, I love when movies do that. When it's a movie, especially my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies, when they bring somebody back or something back that relates to the first one, I love that.
Yeah.
So when they bring old characters or old storylines or just something, I don't know why, I just love that. So overall, the movie was good. Storyline could have been a little bit better.
Wow.
But I would recommend it I would say yes. I would give it, I'd give it an A. Because it was interesting. And I'll be honest, it kind of scared me a little bit in some parts. I jumped.
So what I thought, when I first watched it, I loved it. 100% loved it.
Wow.
I was entertained all the way through from beginning to end. Yeah, picking the Stranger Things kid, probably because of the popularity of that. So he probably landed for that reason. But Egon's granddaughter, I thought she did a really good job playing the nerdy type, Spangler type, And you're right, Paul Rudd. I definitely felt catfished on the trailer for that. I thought he was going to play a much bigger role, but he was just kind of there, to get possessed, and he turned into the dog. Like, definitely felt a little lied to in the trailers, but the movie was really, really good still, so I didn't really mind. I really liked how it tied up in the end, how Egon was, he went crazy, he moved out to the farm, he wasn't talking to everybody else, but the reason he did that was because he was locking up Zool, the villain from the very first movie, the god, was trying to come back, and Egon was protecting the portal, right, to make sure that she would not come back. And that's what he was doing that whole time. And I thought that was fucking brilliant. You know, just that giant ghost trap that he created.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yes, I remember that part. That was pretty cool.
That was badass. And then of course the actor Harold Ramis, he passed away before they could make this movie. Mm-hmm. But it was really nice that they brought him back in ghost form, kind of like an homage.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty nice to see that when the other three guys, OGs, showed up, and then they were kind of just shooting at it, and they're just, oh fuck, but there he is in ghost form. It was pretty nice. It was nice. To see.
Was funny though. I remember that. That was pretty hilarious. They were kind of confused, but happy at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. If they make a sequel to that one, I'm definitely in. I thought it was awesome. I really liked the direction that they took this one. And
I would say sequel to that one.
Yeah. I'm curious what they would do. Like, are the kids the new Ghostbusters? Or what's going to happen?
Probably.
If the kids are new Ghostbusters, I don't know, man. Because they're still little, they're still young. I don't know how that would work.
It would take place when the kids probably a little more grown up.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It'd be interesting to see where they take it. But I'm definitely in for a sequel. Something that I thought was really cool. The director who did Afterlife is the son of the original director from the first two movies.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was like a love letter to the first movie. So I thought that was really cool. And I really liked it.
Cool. That was a good one.
Yeah. Well, Sika, I hope you had fun today. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for joining me. That was a good conversation about sequels there. Some were fun, some were good, some were bad. It was good. I hope you as well, our listener. But I think we're ready to close it down. Please visit us at www.theessayfiles.com. You can check out all our previous content, all our previous episodes. We do movie reviews. We talk about aliens, horror stories, dick stuff. A lot of CK dick stuff. Those are always fun. He loves it. He loves talking about his junk. Also, if you could check us out on Patreon and help support the show, that would be awesome. There's a bunch of bloopers there. There's the show's soundtrack. Cool little knickknacks you'll find there. Really cool, fun stuff there. We're also on social media. CK, where can they find us?
They can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, all under the Essay Files. And you can also drop me a line at CrazyKat at theessayfiles.com.
You can email me at BogusBird at theessayfiles.com. And you can also listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, not Pandora. Fucking Pandora. Still. It's about... When the fuck, Pandora? Get your shit together, man. Come on.
We're never getting Pandora. We're never going to get it down. Let's just let that one go down.
Anywhere where you can listen to a podcast, pretty good chance we're there.
Except Pandora.
Except Pandora. This is BogusBird signing out.
CK saying, see ya.
Catch you on the next one.